What's up, all you cool cats and kittens? Welcome back to another episode of Borderline Texas Trash. I am one of your hosts, Ash Handy, and I'm here with my pal,
Uncle Boo. The ride or die. Her Goose to her Top Gun. Her Fred to her Wilma.
Oh, I was like, Fred? Yeah. We're feeling pretty chill today. We actually
Pretty
got some
chill.
rain and some thunderstorms, and we
And
are...
we didn't get any rain, but it cooled it off tremendously.
It feels great outside.
It's freaking awesome, man.
I'm just, it's
We're all just kind of in a poopy mood.
not really in a poopy mood, but I am in a bitchy mood.
Yeah. I mean, I still feel happy and stuff. Kids started school this week. All that's going good.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. As far as like the white people shit go, live, love, laugh, bless. Like,
Yeah.
we are so blessed.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't mean that I'm fucking mad and I have shit I want to bitch about.
Yes. Just because I'm a white guy don't mean I'm always fucking happy.
Oh, it's the dogs.
Studio dogs.
They're fighting. Yeah, so we just thought today we would just kind of ramble.
Yeah. I got some stupid news. And then we're just going to kind of ramble and shit. And then later on in the show, Uncle Dickie will stop in. But I'm still working on that. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get him, Uncle Dickie, and Ashley at the same time talking. But he's always busy and all that, so I'm trying to work the kinks out.
And today we're just kind of chilling. There's no video because Ash Handy's health problems are...
Yeah, and I haven't had a haircut in a while. I'm looking pretty bushy. My beard looks like I'm a grizzly man. I look like Grizzly fucking Adams. Y'all remember?
And I won't lie to y'all. I feel like a bag of smashed assholes.
Yeah.
Just the regular, everyday, feeling good, body giving out.
You know, just the same old aches and pains. It's like since its weathers came in, my fucking knees today.
See, that is one thing I'm thankful because I'm usually the same way, but the health problems that I'm having overpower pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
So, which I don't know. What's worse? Having aching joint pain or having numbness and feeling like you're going to throw up? I feel like
I'd much rather have
I feel like
joint.
it's a toss-up.
I don't mind the joint pain, but the stomach stuff, I just,
I've lived with it for so long that I hate to say that I'm pretty used to it. Like, I don't know what a day would be without nausea. Like, it's almost like my entire pregnancy, but I'm not pregnant.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But that's okay. I'm less than a week away from from my appointment to get this fixed, hopefully very, very soon. So, although I have a lot I want to bitch about today, that's not one of them. I just wanted to say no video today because I look...
Yeah, and two, we got storms coming in, and I don't want to have everything hooked up and going. And
oh, yeah, let me check the radar
happen.
and make sure, which you have everything on a power strip that's the one that protect it,
yeah,
right?
it's supposed to. But before we ramble on too much longer, I just want to say thanks to everybody for listening and subscribing and hitting them download buttons. And, our numbers are growing, like I said. They ain't growing real fast, but they're growing. And that's all I'm worried about. That means somebody's listening. And, hey, Arab nations, you're a new kid on the block. And thanks for joining the party. It looks like Brazil's kind of hitting us up, too. Canada's really liking us. So, and
it's
we
just
got...
rain. All the severe stuff is breaking up and going around us like it always
See,
does.
man, that's so weird.
We're cursed.
This town, man, the
Mineral
town I
Wells,
live
Texas is
in,
cursed.
we can have storms coming in from the... Now, wherever you're at, look it up on the map. Mineral Wells, Texas. Pull up the United States, and then pull up Texas, and then go to Fort Worth, and go west. And you'll go past Weatherford, and then Mineral Wells. That's where I'm at. And the rain always comes to us, but then it gets here, and it's like, I don't want to rain on you today.
Yeah. Like all the storms that were developing today. Whenever I came over here to storm watch with Steven before we started podcasting, it was like crazy. There was lightning.
Dark.
And thunder,
I mean,
and it was
really
black.
gray and black.
And then it looked like it started to go away. So I opened the radar, and the gigantic storm that was over us, the more it moved down south, it literally split in half. So where we were at on the radar, on the blue dot, nothing, and then red right beside us. But it was over. It was all together before it hit our town, and then it was like, ew, Mineral Wells, disgusting.
Yeah. I don't know why it is, man. I I don't know. I think the land might be cursed. Because we never hardly, I mean, we get rain and stuff, but there's been so many times when we need it, it just goes around us. It's like right now, in my backyard, I got cracks in it the size of the fucking Grand Canyon.
Yeah, so my boyfriend works for the city, and
He's the water boy.
And I didn't realize this, but they're having a problem. You know all that new asphalt they just laid in town?
Oh, yeah?
There's already a water leak. And I don't know if you've noticed, but every day, the water leak crew, which is like a dump truck looking thing,
yeah,
there's always a guy with the shovel pissed off, stabbing at the ground, and there's always a big old puddle of water around him. I've seen one of those every day for the last 2 weeks.
Maybe when they did all that asphalt work and shit, they fucking messed the pipes up.
No, they said that
with it being so dry.
Because the ground is so dry and shifting and
yes.
drying out, it's fucking up all the pipes underneath the ground. And they decided to do that new road right now in the middle of all this.
Yeah, instead of waiting.
So
that's
just
the
got
problem
done
with our
it.
council here in Mineral Wells. They're kind of retarded.
They just got done with it. It's not even a week old, and there's a water leak.
And then us taxpayers are going to have to spend more money to redo the roads again. Because I'm sorry, Mineral Wells is trying to put a fucking Band-Aid over that's fucking...
But they redid roads that were perfectly fine. This is 3 times now that they've redone the roads in the middle of town, and there are people... like on the southwest and northwest sides of town,
the roads suck.
That your shocks could go out after one trip.
Dude, yes, they don't even want to try to fix the main, any road, just the main roads. That's all they want to do. Basically, this town's trying to get the re-glory of the Baker opening back up, and they think that's going to bring Mineral Wells back to glory. I don't think so.
No.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not cussing our town. I love it and stuff. It just irritates me, how the fucking city council likes to run shit. But it's like they say, man, it's that good old boy system, and they can kiss my ass when they say it don't exist. It fucking does. So take that. Like I said, guys, though, if we ever want to fix shit up in the fucking Washington, we always got to start here first in your city. And then you get shit done there. Then you go to the fucking capital and you start getting shit done in your state. And then you go hang some motherfuckers in the swamp.
We're having a lot of crazy stuff right now.
Yes. Oh, I'm going to tell you today. You know how they've been having this baby formula fucking crisis shit? There's this guy, David Harris Jr., I watch. And there's a truck driver sent him the video. She goes, I want you guys to know something. I just put in with the load of baby formula. Aren't we having a baby formula crisis? She's like, I think we do. Now I want you to show this. I pull up, and they were taking pallets full of baby formula, the powder, and just throwing it on the ground, breaking the pallets, busting it all up. That's what they were doing. She goes, I don't understand what the hell is going on, but this is the main reason why we have a outage. They're smashing it. They're unloading it from the fucking trucks and tearing it up.
Are they saying that it's like expired or something?
I don't know. They're probably going to have, I guarantee you the government will have some bullshit answer to give us because they're never going to tell us the fucking truth. That's what really pisses me off about people.
But nothing's going to happen. Until we have an actual revolution, nothing's going to happen.
Nothing.
And
because everybody's too busy worried about being left or being right. I'm right, you're wrong, or I'm a Republican, you're Democrat. No, neither party gives a fuck about the blue-collar guy. Neither one of them. And you want to kiss their ass and put them on a pedestal. They don't give a fuck about me. You know?
No, because we're not part of the 10% of the wealth.
That's why I wish people would listen to me, and next time we have a voting, go vote third party.
That would fuck the entire system up.
Yes.
No one's ever going to do it.
No one's, because they're
Joe
afraid.
Jorgensen or whatever her name was. Perfect candidate last time.
Yeah.
But nobody...
Yeah. Everybody's got to be Republican or got to be Democrat. I don't got to be shit, motherfucker. All I have to be is a red-blooded American Texan. I don't know. We're just bitchy today.
A lot of crazy stuff's going on, though. Like, we're up for re-election for our governor, and there's a lot of people that hate Abbott, but the other guy that's running, he has a lot of things that
he's
are really
so
worrisome, too. He's here close to our town, like today.
Yeah.
And there were people going out there to protest. Like, when I say protest, I'm not talking about fucking
How they do up north, tear shit up
yeah.
and run
When
up
we
and down
say
the
protest,
streets.
we just
and
get together in a big old group and it's a
hold
good
your
old boys
signs and,
club yeah.
hell no, we won't go.
We don't tear shit up, but
Yeah.
that's what they were a protest, if you
Yeah.
want to call it that.
Because I'm sorry, I can't remember the guy's name that's running against Abbott either.
Beto.
Yeah, he's a fucking dipshit. And then we're kind of fucked.
Well, everybody's worried about the gun thing as usual. Cause
Yes. I look at it this way.
it's a sore subject right now.
I'm all for bear arms and all that. Because it says that we should, that we can. So, I don't have a problem with that. And I don't have a problem with the AR-15s because they're legal. But the minute they make them not illegal, it's okay as long as we can still have guns. Because you need to protect yourself. Because here's what pisses me off. Here in America, we've had a shitload of, what do you call it, killings when they just kill people in the crowds.
Oh, like mass shootings.
Yeah, mass shootings. But here's what pisses me off, and everybody needs to pay attention to this. Go look. It's up. It's a fact, I believe. There are more kids in the 80s and 90s, and still now, they get killed by fucking stray bullets from a fucking drive-by.
But we ain't concerned about that.
Oh, yeah. We ain't concerned about that. That's what pisses me off. If you want to be real gung-ho about fucking gun control, you got to cover the whole pie, not just one
Well, and you got to
section.
start where the problem is, not just say taking guns away will solve
Yes,
the
they
problem.
think if
because
they take AR-15s out of the pot, that's going to save it. No, it's not.
did making drugs illegal make people stop doing drugs?
Yeah. I mean, do you think that kid that guy had that gun that did a drive-by to kill another person went to his local gun store and bought it? No, he got it from his fucking buddy in the streets. It's probably a stolen gun. You know, they don't go. That's what no one understands. And then this is where America will mess up. If they ever like banded guns totally, we would be fucked. Because you know why?
Why?
Our borders would start flooding in.
Oh,
We already
yeah.
have a problem with the drugs and all that. But if you outlaw guns, them Mexican cartels would make billions off of it, bringing guns in here because they're all about making money. And no one understands that. Yeah, that was fine when Australia did it, but they're a fucking island. You know?
Yeah, and I don't know.
It's so different.
if you want to live in a country that doesn't have guns, go to a country that doesn't have guns. This country was literally founded for freedom.
Yes.
No taxes, like taxes, but not like the kind of shit we're dealing with now. And having the right to bear your rifle.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, like I said, maybe the AR-15s and machine guns a little extreme, but it's legal.
well, and I'm sorry, but every person that I've ever met
You know?
that has one is just, they're hunters, they're gun collectors,
You
they're
know?
not people that are
Yeah.
going out and shooting people up. The people that are going out and shooting people up are still going to be people that find guns illegally whenever you make them illegal.
Yep.
All you're going to do is disarm me and stop me from being able to
Exactly.
protect myself.
You think them fucking gangsters and them cartel guys go buy guns legally?
No.
No. They don't go register them.
Well, and even if, I'm not an expert on all the mass shootings, but even if some of the mass shootings had gotten their firearms legally, if this was a world where they were illegal like you wanted to, and that was their evil plan, they still would have went out and found a gun.
Yeah.
And I have to be careful because right now, whenever you talk about this kind of stuff, this literally we're in cancel culture right now. And
Yeah.
it's not a popular subject because everybody
what's
could be
its
like,
new-
you're
what's
a
its
fucking
new-
piece of shit.
You know what's its new thing that's woke? The woke? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. It's woke
I'll be honest
shit.
with you, I don't.
I've heard about it, but I don't know what the fuck it is.
I'm gonna Google it right now on my phone. What is a woke generation?
Yeah, and I don't get that because they're not being awoke to anything. Yes, there's problems everywhere you go. And the United States isn't the best at all. But it ain't as bad as everyone says it is. Because here's what is funny, and I had someone post this on Facebook. They said, if America's so bad, then why should we allow all these immigrants and foreign people to come in? If it's so bad, why do we want to put them through this hell?
Well, and if it's so bad, why do you all want to keep coming here?
Exactly. But they keep coming because,
If it's so bad, let us be bad and do what we want to do, and go to the other countries where it's already like the things that you want to change it here.
Well, that's like right now. Texas is having a big influx of Californians moving in, which is cool, man. We welcome you, but keep your California shit in California.
Woke is
Oh no, she's looking the woke. I'm sorry if we're just rambling. We just.
No, it's okay. I want to know what this means, but I don't know how to explain this without sounding like an asshole. So woke is basically the generation that realized that everything's racist.
Oh my God.
It means it's
Racism
it
has
says
been
wake
here before
nowadays-
they were born.
Wake nowadays refers to being aware or well informed in a cultural sense regarding issues surrounding marginalized communities, specifically to racial injustice.
Well, here's what people think that racism is. It's always a color thing. No, it's not. Being racist is hating somebody because they're a Jew, because they're a gypsy, or they're from Canada or from Texas. That's being racist too. It isn't just color, and that's what irritates me. And here's another thing. I mean, when the Black Lives Matters and all that was starting up, did you see the Chinese people and stuff going, whoa, whoa, pump the brakes. You say white people are racist. Black people are so racist to China people.
Everybody
Chinese.
fucking hates each other.
Yes.
You don't get to pick one race and say we get treated the worst. 2022, everybody is treated like trash.
Yes.
Basically, the common denominator that a lot of people are not realizing here, it has nothing to do with color anymore. It has to do with social standards and money.
Yep.
Now, 50 years ago, it was that and color.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, back in the days, it was bad.
Ever take
Real
away
bad
from the fact
racism.
that at one point in time, this country was disgusting whenever it came to how
to
we
racism
treated.
and
Yes.
shit.
But I hate that nowadays there are people like me and you who have worked a normal life. We never hurt nobody. We ain't never been racist to anybody. And we would be considered part of that group that's good old white folk that are racist.
Yeah, that's what makes me mad. I mean, I don't fucking get anything because I'm
Wake
white.
up and realize that
I'm a
they're
poor
using,
son of a bitch.
Yeah, wake up and realize that they're just using the racist shit to keep us divided so
Yep.
that we don't pay attention to what's actually happening. I don't give a shit what color you are. I want us to all come together and tell
Exactly.
our government to go fuck itself.
And that's what
Please.
that's what the message I've been trying to send everybody, and I'm just saying where you live, if it's fucked up in your country, we need to start standing up to this shit. It's not black or white anymore. It's not Democrat or Republican. It's not left wing, right wing. It's not. It's we all need to come together and open our freaking eyes and say, what the fuck is going on? Something's not right. Just like I tell this new generation coming up, the world does not revolve around you, and it never
Yeah, but
will,
here's
and it
what they're
don't
doing.
care.
They use the race shit to keep the older people fighting. Like an
Yes.
older, I mean by like my age. People, and my daughter will eventually be in this category, but she's only 5 now. But people like your daughter.
Yeah.
They're putting their phones in their hands right now so that they're already trained by the time they're 20.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just going to be a brainwash station.
Yes. I mean, and the propaganda now is so bad. And I don't want to sound like a big conspiracy nut because there's some
I am.
stuff.
I am.
There's-
Me.
There's some stuff out there that I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah. Some of it's crazy.
It's like
some
the
of it's
bullshit
crazy.
about motherfuckers saying the Earth is really flat. What the fuck ever? Your
don't
fucking
understand all
brain's
that.
flat.
Flat earthers.
And you know what they say?
And I do want to hear everything from everybody. So if I could sit down with someone that really believed that and explained it to me, that would be a very interesting conversation. But it's not one that I believe, but I still want to hear it. I still want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't believe that one.
No,
But
there's
I do
some
believe
I
that
don't.
there's aliens and our government
Yes.
hides shit from us and,
Well, it's like now they can't hide the alien thing because I was watching a show about, about that, and they said that right now in today's times, that's why the government and all these other governments around the world are coming out going, yeah, aliens exist, because what's in your hand right now? Everybody has one, and you can take pictures, videos, everything. So it's freaking. You got a video camera in your hand, so anytime you see something in the sky now, you can go.
I don't know. I just don't like it. Like, I'm a young person. I'm only 29 years old. That's not super young, but I'm still young as far as things
Still
that
in
I've
my
experienced.
prime.
Yeah, things that I've experienced in my life, all of that. And it's crazy to me how different I can explain to you the world was when I was 18 years old versus now, and that was only 11 years ago. Almost 12 years ago.
Yep.
Like, how much our country has changed in 10 years with cell phones
And not, yeah.
and social media and celebrities
it-
and money and politicians
Yes.
and the government and taxes.
If you think about this, since the 80s till now, our technology has gotten so fucking just,
it's out of hand.
it's crazy.
Like,
The
honestly.
technology you can do now.
And I say that as I'm sitting here texting on my phone. But
yeah,
I tell you
and
right
we're
now,
doing a show on a podcast that
Yeah.
has to be on the internet.
But at the same time, I tell you right now, if all of that shit went away
Yeah.
tomorrow, I'd be perfectly fine.
Well, it's just like right now, like I tell my sister, if you was to dump my kids, any kids, like in 1982,
Oh, God.
oh God, they wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
No.
Just give them, because we didn't have
The 3 girls
remotes.
in our family that are 12, if they did some kind of time machine bullshit,
Oh
and we
God,
sent the 3 of them
they
together
would not know what
back
to do.
in time, it would be comical. It would be
Yes,
a fucking movie.
They wouldn't know what to do. They would not know how to operate the freaking television.
It's crazy to me
work a
because
phone.
I'm not even that much older than them, but there is such a difference between that generation and my generation.
Yeah,
I'm one of the last, my generation, and like my boyfriend's like 26, so about half of his, we were still the kids that mom made us stay outside all day. We didn't have phones. We still had Blockbuster. We still built tree forts. We still got dirty. We still walked to the river. We still
Yeah.
rode our bikes in town, not having to worry about getting snatched up by fucking sex traffickers. Like, I still got a taste of that. And all the ones that we're talking about now, we have 3 girls that are all 12.
Yeah.
It's like, they'll never experience that.
well, yeah. Because here's one thing I used to love doing as a kid. I'd get up, watch Saturday cartoons, eat my fucking cereal, and by 9:30, close to 10, I was already out the door. I was going to play, and I was gone, and I'd come home at lunch, leave again, and come back for dinner. And I ran around this whole town on my bike. But now, because of our society, I can't trust my kids to do that, especially the girls.
No,
You know?
absolutely not.
But heck, when I was their age, I was a kid running around town. My
Even
parents.
now, I get nervous if I go somewhere and the same person's following me for too long, or
Yeah. See, I do the same thing. If I notice someone staying on my butt following me, I'll make a left or right.
Even in Walmart. Like, if I go by myself with my kid, it's happened to me at least once. Me and Justin's girlfriend, we didn't have any of the kids with us. It was just us. But we had 2 guys follow us around the entire Walmart. Your screen.
Oh, God.
We had 2 guys follow us around the entire Walmart, like literally same aisles and everything.
Jeez.
Until I made a comment loud enough for them to hear it. I hope you ain't trying to get your fucking head broken today, because today's not the day to try to snatch me up in a Walmart. And I'm not saying that like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm so big and bad, but pointing out there to all these women, because it's something that I see all the time. And I get it. We are women. It is easier for men to overpower us. I don't care how much all this feminist bullshit's going on where they're like, we're the same and we can defend ourselves. Like, cool. If you take jujitsu or you're a badass bitch or whatever, you probably could kick somebody's ass. But most of the women like me that are everyday regular moms could probably put up a good fight. But if the man is 2 foot taller and 200 pounds heavier than
Yeah.
you, kiss yo ass goodbye.
Yep.
And everyone's always like, oh, I was being followed, or I was being chased, or I didn't know what to do. Make it known that you know, and 9 times out of 10, they will leave you alone. It's a public
Yeah.
place. They only continue to follow the people that are 100% oblivious. They're not going to continue to follow someone that's screaming around in the store, making trashy-ass comments like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm about to get snatched up in this Walmart.
Yeah.
Because everybody else around them heard it. Like, I'm all for vocal. You get snatched up somewhere, scream as loud as possible. If you think somebody's following you, make some shitty-ass comments as loud as you can. Because, 1, they're not going to snatch you up.
No.
And 2, if that wasn't their intention in the first place and they were just being weird, they're going to go away. So
Yeah. See, and that's
Don't
what's
be
crazy
afraid to say
too.
something.
For years, people would say stuff about the sex trafficking. You know what? I have heard people, there's no such thing as sex trafficking. It don't exist. Whatever. And then the Epstein shit happened, and everybody's like, oh, it does. Well, no shit, Sherlock. That's another thing, dude. That chick that helped him out only got 20 fucking years,
Oh, I
and
know.
she's already getting to be put in a cush fucking prison.
in general, anything that has to do, and y'all know from my previous times on this podcast before that I'm pro save the children 100%.
Yes.
Nowadays, you will get, let's say, give you 2 situations. I'm going to go out and I'm going to get caught doing a bunch of cocaine, fucking a bunch of hookers, and not paying my taxes.
Yeah.
Well, okay, not paying my taxes doesn't count because Shakira is showing the whole world that it doesn't matter who you are, you can go away for a long time. Okay, so I get caught drunk driving with a bunch of cocaine, fucking some hookers, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I get a slap on the wrist, 5 years of parole. They catch me doing it again. I go back for like a year.
Yeah.
Slap on the wrist, 10 years of doing parole. I'm sorry. I have these backwards. That was the... I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was getting all serious. Okay. The scenario that I just gave you was not the screwing hookers and doing cocaine and driving drunk guy. That's the guy that's diddling all the 16-year-olds and 12-year-olds, 12 to 16-year-olds on the street. And then you take somebody who gets a DUI for the first time.
Oh, yeah, they fucking slam the book on him. Yeah. Throw the book at him.
Shakira, tax evasion, possible 8 years for $250,000.
Yeah.
But, like I said, the guy, and I apologize, I got that all mixed up, but the guy that gets caught, touching underage girls or
they get off scot-free. Yeah,
they don't get that much trouble anymore.
No, that's what I don't like about California. They're passing laws to make it just a slap on the wrist because they can't help it.
There is a group of people, and I'm not associating this with the LGBTQ community yet. And I only say yet because I do have gay family members. We don't always have all the same views, but I'm not going to rope this in with that same community until they actually say they support it. Because I've heard a lot of people in that community say, "Fuck no, that's not what we're about. We're not adding that to our agenda." Because they have bi and queer and transgender and being a wolf and all that other bullshit. Yeah. I'm not trying to be funny, but y'all do collect all the people that just basically don't want to be a born female or male.
Yeah.
And that's totally cool. That's fine. I don't have any problem with that. Y'all throw great parties. Your pride rallies are awesome. Like, do your thing. But there are people that are now trying to normalize pedophilia, and they're calling it... I'm going to have to Google it.
Well, I'll make it really plain right here. Somebody does anything to my kids and they pull that shit. Well, they can't help it. They have a problem. I can't help it. I like to shoot motherfuckers that fuck kids. Yeah. I'm sorry. I have a disease too. It's called shoot a motherfucker. Yeah, shoot any pervert that fucks a kid. It just irritates me. Bad. And then...
They call it something, though. There's a name for it.
There's that basketball chick over there in Russia who got sentenced to 9 years for having a vape pen. Like Joe Rogan said, it's not a fucking black or white thing. Here's what makes me mad. We have people here in America and probably in Canada and anywhere else. You get them pens are put you away for a while. Well, there's people in America and, like I said, in Canada and other countries that got put in jail for a pen. They're not going to get out. But she gets to get out and having everything, the spotlight on her because she can freaking throw a ball through a basket. How many people in the past have been over different places and got caught with drugs and get put in prison and have to do their time, for marijuana, or people down here with pens?
Do you know how many people in states that it's now recreationally okay that have went away for a really fucking long time for marijuana? Not even selling it, just having it.
Just having it. But, that's what makes it matter. We're just supposed to stop what we're doing, and she needs to get out of there. Well, number one, if you're going to another fucking country, and if you can't take shit like that, don't even fucking try. I mean, yes, I know it's extreme, 9 years for a pen.
It is extreme, but...
it's Russia.
You knew the country's rules when you went in it.
Yes, and you went over there voluntarily to play basketball in the off-season.
Yeah.
It's not like
be
they
smart
forced
like everybody else and buy the drugs inside the country and don't leave with them and don't come in with them.
Yeah.
Here, listen to this. This is back to the pedophilia thing, but I just have to say
we're just rambling
the most
everything.
asinine thing ever. In one comment, a pedophile is an adult who is sexually attracted to children, but not all pedophiles abuse kids, and some people who sexually abuse kids are not pedophiles.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm sorry, but if you sexually abuse children, you're a pedophile.
You're a sick freak. What the hell's wrong with our society?
Attracted minor person. I don't know. I'm trying to find the name of it because they really are.
And see, it kind of scares me because people don't understand how young of a country we still are.
Oh yeah, and it's embarrassing.
if you go back to the Roman times before they fell, we're following in the same goddamn footsteps. And that's what's crazy.
In which? In
The
which one?
Romans.
Oh, yeah.
We're following
Because
the same
our society
footsteps.
with technology and the celebrities and everything else, and the power and the money and the
Yes,
politicians.
because that's
Too
basically what.
fast.
Yeah.
It's too fast.
Well, yeah, because like at work, like I said, a guy was saying, if you think about it, since 1980, look at the technology and how everything's blossomed and opened up. You know, it's just crazy as hell. Well, hey, you want to take a little breaky real quickie?
Sure.
All right. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, guys. We had to take a little break. Had to go get Jackson. We're gonna wrap this part of the show
karate,
up.
Man.
Yeah, he's doing that karate. His teacher was getting a test today. But we're gonna wrap this up, and I'm still gonna come back and do the stupid news and Uncle Dickie. I'll probably wrap the show up with that. Sorry, we didn't have really a whole lot planned out. We're just in one of them moods. We're kind of like you guys, man. We're just in a funk.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to any of y'all. I know none of y'all don't know me, but Ash Handy has had probably, like, I'm almost 30. I keep saying, like, my 30s are gonna be great. I'm gonna be 30 in 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 months.
Yeah.
And I will say that this year, like, topping the divorce year, has been the shittiest year of my 20s. And I'm just fucking tired of it. So.
Yeah.
I am, and again, like I said in the beginning of the podcast, like, I'm still totally blessed. I have the cutest little house on the planet.
Yes.
I have the best dogs. I may not have that many people in my
Yes,
life, but I know every
we
single
love our
one of them
lives,
is
but
real.
I feel like I'm turning into that old man that bitches at the fucking cloud about everything.
I just feel like I've been punched
But
in the dick
I-
like 300 times.
I don't mean to do it. It's just the world pisses me off. I don't know if it's, and I'm changing with the world. Believe me, I'm freaking open-minded. I don't give a shit what people do. Be you, you know.
I'm just
But
tired. But
just-
Ash Handy's life is crazy right now. I am
It's just
currently
there's-
being sued by my parents. And
Yeah.
that's not a joke. I know it's
Yeah,
funny
for
and
real.
we're laughing,
She's-
but I'm not kidding. I have a heart leak. That's totally fixable. So, like I said,
Dude,
it's all
you could write a
circumstantial.
fucking country song right now. I got a guitar. We'll start getting a song together. And I got a leaky heart, and my parents sued
and
me.
like Hank Williams Jr. or Hank, whichever Hank it was in the "Don't Call Me by My Name."
Oh
He said
yeah,
at the end of the song, he said it was almost the perfect country song, but you didn't mention anything about
Mamas.
or getting drunk,
Yeah.
or trains. I could also mention all of that from
oh
the
yeah.
last year.
Well, you could be like, I was drunk the day my brother passed away.
Yeah. And I went
to pick him up.
in the rain.
But just by the time I got there, my father took over my damn dough truck.
Yeah, in my truck too.
Yeah, I can steal your truck in there.
Yeah, Ash. So Ash Handy's just
Yeah,
getting kicked in the dick real hard right now, and that's why I talk about mental health all the time.
That's why I talk about it, guys. I'm always telling y'all, if y'all are like up late at night, I might not answer right off the bat, but you can try to get a hold of me on Facebook. I know how depression is, man, because I get in funks big time.
I'm not going to name any names, but I took the news. I'm not going to say harder than I thought because I'm not going to pretend like it affected my everyday life, but it made me really think for a minute. Somebody from my past committed suicide over the weekend.
Dang, see?
Somebody that we all worked with together at a job that I loved, and we had the best time ever, and it blew my mind because the person that I'm talking about, and again, I'm not going to say any names, but when I tell you, intelligent, most gorgeous man I've ever met on the planet, had it all. And who would have thought
Yeah.
that they still dealt, married, had a kid, all of that, still dealt with
Demons.
so bad that
And
it
had-
would make you want to leave the world.
Yeah,
That's
and
just
he had
crazy
the
to me.
perfect life.
Yeah, and so that's what I try to tell everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a white trash piece of shit like me or you're, Mr. Intelligent Dreamy like the one I'm talking about. Mental health is important.
Yes.
So if you're going to be depressed, at least be like us. Go through it together. Laugh about it. Talk to somebody. Don't just
Yes.
sit at home and waller in it. Don't feel like you're
Yeah.
alone because there are so many people out there that feel
Yeah.
like you do. There really are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I literally have to fight every day to get out of fucking bed.
That's how it's been lately. This year has about broke me.
I mean, I wake up in a good mood, but I'm like, even on the weekends, I'm like, fuck, man, I got to get up.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough.
and that's why we try to talk to y'all about multiple things on here to get your mind off of everyday bullshit and maybe helps your depression out or something. I don't know, but I hope this show helps you out.
That's the key to depression is filling your life with healthy things because
Yes.
I think the people who have actual mental disorders don't understand that even if you do get to a good point like I did before I got sick,
Yeah.
you're still always going to have it.
Oh, yeah.
And the world is so crazy now that I think everybody has it to some degree.
Exactly.
Even the people who have the best bitchin' lives on the planet, you know.
Yep.
And so the most important thing is to fill your time with healthy things that keep you busy, keep you healthy, keep you happy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to run a mile if you want to paint.
No.
If you want to paint, if you want to craft, if you want to, I don't even give a shit. Whatever you want to do. Build guns.
Well, it's just like me when I quit drinking. You know, I was like, fuck, I need
Quitting
some...
drinking was hard. I really liked drinking.
Yes, I
will
really
never-
did love... I mean, I'm not going to lie. I hated the hangovers, but it was... I'd have some fun. I mean, after my wife died, you can ask Ashley. She was my ride or die.
Well, because that's
we
whenever
would
I was
stay
going
up,
through
yeah.
my alcoholic period.
When she
too.
would come down here, we'd stay up till 3:30 in the morning, drinking booze, taking shots. Not
Even though
fucking...
Steven and I are not in the same age group, we went through our alcoholism stage together, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, after
And
my
we
wife,
quit around the same time, too.
Because by myself on the weekends, I'd go through almost 3 bottles of whiskey. But if she was down, we'd go through 4 guaranteed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was our rum.
We drank a lot.
Rum.
Well, yeah. And you can ask Steven, sometimes I just don't let myself drink because
Yeah.
that never went away. I still love getting fucked up.
Yeah.
I still love alcohol. But
Yes.
I limit it to, which right now with my health problems, I can't really do it a lot anyways. But even whenever I'm normal, I limit how much I can have because it only takes 2 weeks of, I drank 3 times this week and 4 times next week and
Yeah.
5 times next week. And then, you know what I mean? That's all it takes.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, because after I quit drinking. I needed something to fill my void. I mean, I play the PlayStation and stuff, and I'm kind of active. I keep the outside looking decent. You know, I'm that kind of guy, but I'm not one to just go out and work out or anything. And when I started wanting to do the podcast at first, I was like, no, it's just going to be something I'm going to do, maybe an episode a month. But then, you know, I got laid off, and that really didn't help my depression. Well, then I started looking in deeper about, you know, if I stick with its podcast by 5, 6, 7 years, I might can do it on my own. You know, I can maybe not work. And then I started doing it more and getting into it, and it really helps.
and I'm forever glad for that because I always wanted Steven to find something, and I'm
Yes.
glad that we started it together. I love being on the podcast, and I love coming to say hi. It didn't end up being my passion the same as it was Steven's. Right now, I don't even really know what the fuck anything is because I'm not really a person right now. But
this is what I found something. This is like what I want to do and not work anymore.
And it's been awesome to see that.
You know, and that's
watch
why I
you
have
do
so
that.
many podcasts because the more stuff I have out there.
Yeah. Well, and you just like doing it.
Yes,
So,
I could literally, and I'm not trying to be a lazy ass. If I could make good money doing this, I could love sitting here and just doing research and podcasting. Because like Ashley, that's why she can come over because I got so much time involved in it, and I can get the show formatted and get stuff looked up in no time, and all she has to do is come and talk because it's really hard finding a co-host. And like I jive with her, and she finishes my sentences, and same with her, and we're both kind of have
and
the same issues.
Even though it's not my passion like it is Steven's, it's still, especially right now in my life where I don't really have anything I can do that I enjoy, it's nice.
Yes.
It's really nice.
And we're going to have to do a watch along. Our first watch along we're going to have to do before Halloween because guess who passed away the other day?
Who?
The chick off Grease. Sandy.
Oh, I know, Olivia.
Yes,
Newton-John.
Olivia Newton-John. So we're going to have to watch the Grease and do that for them.
I agree. I
Man.
love Grease.
And see, that's another thing. It starts fucking with your head when you start getting older. You start watching these actors that you grew up with, and they start
Yeah.
dying off and looking old, and you're like, what the fuck? It's
You're
like
like,
looking
what
at
am I gonna do now?
yeah, it's like I'm 46 and I look at Ric Flair. He's like in his 70. He's 70 fucking 3. I remember watching him when he was I remember watching him when he was in his 30s wrestling.
I think it's really cool that Charlotte wrestles though.
Yeah, his daughter. And what's crazy is at first it wasn't her passion. She didn't want to do it. She had her brother David did it, and her one brother Reed. He really wanted to do it, but he died of a drug overdose.
Oh,
So
that's sad.
what she did, she got into it because of for him, basically, because she's like, I didn't want to be a wrestler. She goes, I hated wrestling because I never see my dad, so I didn't
get
want
it.
nothing to do with it. I hated wrestling. But then her brother passed, and I thought that was pretty cool. Go to do something that you grew up hating because it was your brother's dream.
I get it though.
I mean, that's
it sounds
awesome.
dumb, but since Jared's passed away, I'm depressed that he's gone. But he is also my motivation to keep
Yes.
going in a lot of ways.
Well, what keeps me going is when he was talking to us on the back porch that day, and he goes, Steven, he goes, Uncle Boo, you're like the Teflon fucking God. Nothing fucking breaks you.
Yeah, and I learned that, and then I tried to teach that to the boys.
Yeah.
Me and you
We
were
just-
really
Yeah.
the ones like that.
Yeah.
Is it fun? No. Am
No.
I tired of character building? I think
Yeah.
I've done enough by this point
Well, it's
in my
just
life.
like I try not to be a dick, but I mean, when people pass, it sucks and shit. But you got to get back up and get out there and get going again, because the world don't care. Them bills aren't going to stop coming in.
Yeah, and
And that's what sucks. That's what sucks, because you don't got time to mourn or nothing really. Because it's like when my mom and dad died. They passed away within a week and a half. I was already in another town, another school district, new people.
yeah.
And
When
I didn't
my-
really have time to mourn.
When my father passed away, I lost my twins at the same time. I was 22, I believe. 6, 7, 8.
9, 10.
No, maybe I was 23. I was 23, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. And it was the same thing with me, which I had a great job at the time that probably would have let me take some
Yeah.
time off. But like you said, I had bills that had to be paid.
Oh,
Life had to
shit.
keep going on.
Yeah.
So I literally took my father off life support Sunday, had the procedure done to remove my twins on Monday, went back to work on Tuesday.
Yeah. That's like when my wife passed away. I only took 2 weeks off. My boss was like, dude, if you need to take more. And I'm like, no. I got to do 2 weeks, because first week was planning for the
Well,
funeral.
you have the funeral. And
Second
everything
week
else.
was getting everything ready to come back home, and
And that's what made, I don't want to use the word easier, but different.
yeah.
And I only say I don't want to use easier because it's almost kind of harder when someone passes, because it happened with my brother and my dad. When
Yeah.
someone passes away, and like, Jared did not want a funeral.
No, he
So
just wanted
that
a
was
small little
per
get together.
His wishes. We still had a good little party for him, like he wanted to. I'm literally one of the most hated women in minerals right now because I stayed true to the wishes that he asked for.
Yeah, see, that's what people
until
don't
the day
understand.
that he died, because I had to do that. That's my
When somebody asks you when they're alive, I want you to make sure this goes on and happens after I pass. You fulfill that. You don't. Well, he's dead.
and not just
Who's it gonna hurt?
bullshitting. And it'd be one thing if we were just bullshitting and it was
Yeah.
because everybody makes comments about when I die,
Yeah, we'll
whatever.
do this.
But with my brother, he was actually on his deathbed.
Yeah.
They thought he was going to die like that night when he told me everything that he wanted. But like with my dad and my brother, it almost made it harder because they didn't know a lot of people. They were black sheeps.
Yeah.
So like, whereas everybody else that I know, whenever they had a sibling or a father or mother pass, you get a whole week of people coming to your house and bringing you food and
Yeah.
all these people talking about the person that passed away and how great they were. That was the hardest part for me with my brother and my dad, is it was very lonely.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like, oh, you had it so much better than me to anybody, because people actually cared about the person that passed away in your life.
Yeah.
But when I tell you it was the loneliest shit on the fucking planet, and that's one of the reasons why I went back to work, so fast because who was going to mourn, especially my dad at
Yeah.
that point, who was going to mourn him with me?
Yeah.
Nobody. Literally nobody. So, and some people don't understand it. And I get a lot of shit for how cold is the word people use that I can be, but a lot of people don't understand, especially how I grew up. It's really like
Yes,
it's a survival thing.
Yes, it's like I told Jackie. She goes, I don't understand you sometimes. You can be so loving, but then sometimes you can be so cold. I said, I'm not trying to be a dick and make excuses, but when you're 13 in your underwear and you watch your parents die, it tends to take your innocence and everything just
Yeah,
right
and
out from
whenever
you.
bad things happen after all the trauma that you've experienced, there's like a switch in your body, and it's like your body goes into fight or flight mode, and it's like you got to turn it off.
Yeah.
Emotions cannot matter at that moment, or you're not
Yeah.
going to survive.
Yep.
Sorry, it got kind of dark, but it's the truth.
Yeah. But we know we all suffer from it. It's just like when I reached out to one of the people that listens to our show, I noticed she hadn't made many comments on stuff, and she was like, "Oh, I just been in a funk," and I'm like, "Well, keep your head up, girl, man."
Well, I think that's great. I think we should tell everybody that. I'm that person, and Steven's the same way.
Yeah.
One week it's him, one week it's me. We try to send each other the messages at the beginning of the week. You know, hey, let's have a good week, blah, blah, blah. Like,
She loves it when I send her, "You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down."
a lot of people don't realize that you can really change somebody's entire day by one comment. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds really dumb, and I'm not doing it in a fake way. I really mean it, but like, whenever I go play, like whenever we went to the restaurant today,
Oh, yeah.
and whether I have a boy waiter or a girl waitress, whatever, a lot of them right now are overworked. They hate their lives. They're
Yeah.
miserable. You know what I mean? Even if they weren't, I would still want to do this. And this isn't me saying, look at all the good I've done.
Yeah.
This is me saying, think about this. If you're listening to this, think about this, and maybe you'll get the same kind of enjoyment I do. I genuinely love to see, especially people I don't know, because it's real, like a surprise smile. Like when
Oh,
you
yeah.
say something nice to somebody and you're a complete stranger and they have no idea that you were
Yes.
about
And they're
to say
like,
that.
"Ah."
Yeah. So, like, when we go to a restaurant, and it's not just a quick, you know, I'm getting cigarettes at a gas station, hey, how are you today, whatever, and I'm actually having to stare at this person and talk to this person or whatever. I try to find at least one thing to compliment them about. Women are super easy, you know, tattoos, hair, eyelashes, whatever. Men are a little bit harder. Like, hey, yo, man, that's a tight shirt. Like,
Yeah.
but really, like, you don't even know. That could have made that person's whole shift for the
Yeah.
rest of the day, even if they had, like, 10 shitty people after that.
It's just like I felt so bad one time. I was living in Austin. Me and Jeff went to
Ian Jackson.
Me and Jeff went to Applebee's of all places, and we
Oh,
was
God.
drinking at the bar. And this chick this chick went to step up and go to the upper level to deliver her food. Now I was in my early 20s, and me and Jeff's been there for a while drinking. It was pretty high before we went there too, so it was feeling fucking great. When that bitch went to step up, I don't mean bitch. That woman didn't mean to offend anybody. That woman stepped up there and she tripped, and oh my God,
I would have been
I
mortified.
felt so bad. I laughed at her, and she turned around and looked straight at me. I felt like a dick, but
No, hey, when people
It's-
fall, it's funny.
I don't know why our family thinks that slapstick Three Stooges comedy we think is fucking funny.
And it's even funnier
It
whenever
is.
it's natural. And
Yes, when it's natural, it's even funnier. It's like at Jolie's birthday party that time. She took that cane away and was hitting, and accidentally hit Jolie Faith with it. That was
Well,
funny.
and I don't have any room to talk. You know, I was married to a radio DJ for a long time. I say long time, like 5 years.
Yeah, he was down in Tijuana, Mexico. It was the Tijuana Mexican radio show.
I was young. I was only 21 whenever I met him, so I just started drinking.
He
in
was
bars.
like 50.
And I was drunk a lot, like a lot. I never made an ass of myself. I never
Yeah.
fell down. So one of the biggest events that we went to that was hosted by the radio station that he ran, and people, like, everyone knew me by this point already. I was 100% sober. It was the one and only time I ever fell publicly while I was married to him. And it was a pastor party, so it was outdoors.
Oh, God.
And where I was walking somehow, some way, because it's me, there was a giant log right in front of me. I was 100% sober. I tripped and literally face planted, like just literally whole body drop
Ah,
in front of like 200 people.
yes.
I
Now
wanted to die.
now that will make
I
your day
laid there
fucking
for a minute
great.
before I got up, and then I looked up at the person that was walking with me, and I said, "Did everybody see it?" And she's laughing so hard she can barely talk, and she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Help me off the fucking ground and let me go get a drink. So if I fall again, at least I'm drunk."
You run off. I hate everybody.
It was embarrassing.
God dang, that's crazy. Yeah, guys, just hang in there though, 'cause we fight with the same shit every day too.
Yeah, and I'm on the struggle bus hard this week. Like,
You know, and that's why it makes me feel good. You know, I mean about the show and stuff, because I'm like, wow, people really listen. That's crazy.
yeah, and maybe it helps.
Yeah. It does trip me out though that I'm here in little bitty old Mineral Wells, Texas, and people up in Canada are listening to me and like my show. People
Old
over in
Mineral
the
Hells.
United Arab nations likes the show. People in Spain like it. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't mean to be burping in the
I just did it.
phone, guys. But I mean in the mic. But man, whew. I guess we're gonna wrap this up. But I'm still not done with the show, guys. I'm gonna throw some more stuff at you, some stupid news, and I might just do that. And Uncle Dickie, because it's already a pretty long. But we was just in one of the moods today, guys.
Yeah,
I'll probably just do the stupid news after this, and that's it.
but now it's my bedtime.
Yeah. But man, we've been talking for a while. Well, we will see Ashley will see you later. I'll come back to close the show out and stuff, but everybody tell Ashley bye.
And I appreciate you listening to my rambling.
So that's that might happen sometimes
Stay cool,
here.
be kind.
Besides, I don't like going with the same format all the time. I like surprising
Me neither.
everybody, throwing it up. You know.
I love throwing up.
All right. Well, Ash Andy, we will see you later. I will be back. All right, guys. Well, it's me. I was going to finish out the show with the stupid news and all that, but I'm just going to wrap it up. I've already taken about a good hour of your time. Thank you for listening, guys. Sorry me and Ash Andy didn't have a format or nothing for the show today. We did, but we just kind of said fuck it and threw our notes in the air and said we just felt like rambling and talking, guys. We just get worked up a lot. You know, America ain't the greatest right now. It's fucking, man, I don't know. It's just crazy times all over, not just in America. I mean, hell, you got Russia still trying to invade Ukraine and a war over there, so my prayers go out to them. But yeah, guys, just be good to each other, be nice, be good. But go check us out on all the formats, like I said, Spotify, iTunes, Pandora. I've been keeping the YouTube channel hooked up, so go check us out there too. And I'm gonna have a TikTok channel for you guys to come check out too. Gonna get that going. So yeah, guys, we will see you next week with the full-blown regular show. Me and Ashley just wanted to throw caution in the wind and say fuck it and just ramble, you know. So, but like I said, keep your heads up, guys. We love you. Thank you for all your support. Keep downloading, keep subscribing, guys. You guys are doing awesome, but I want to let's get up to like 200 followers. I think that'd be cool. And then we could get up to 5,000 downloads. But yeah, but anyways, guys, you guys be good, be real. This is Uncle Boo. And this has been Borderline Texas Trash, and we'll see you next time.